overt narcissists tend to be overly vain and arrogant, there is another type that can be far more insidious, the covert or vulnerable narcissist. The female covert narcissist is a master of manipulation who lures you in by portraying herself as the victim, only to turn your noble qualities against you in an unending cycle of abuse. Understanding the tactics these individuals use, as well as the reasons why extracting yourself can be so enormously difficult, is crucial for avoiding or breaking free from this toxic situation. 1. The ideal target. The female covert narcissist isn't just attracted to anyone. She specifically targets partners who exhibit qualities like being nurturing protectors, selfless helpers, having integrity and keeping their word, as well as being affectionate and loving. I'll refer to this as the PHIL type protectors, helpers, integrity, loving.
Great seeing you.
You too. Who's that guy?
If you possess one or more of these wonderful traits, you are prime prey for the covert narcissist. What makes you a good, caring partner will be weaponized as a means for her to utterly deplete your independence and self-esteem. 2. The luring phase. In the beginning, the female covert narcissist will seem utterly perfect fun, intelligent, alluring, and passionate in a way that is intoxicating. She'll love bomb you by portraying a vulnerability that forms an intense soulmate connection, opening up about her life and struggles in a way she claims no one else has seen. Of course, this vulnerability is a carefully calculated ploy. She's actually gathering ammunition about your deepest insecurities, fears, and secrets to be exploited later. But in this idealization phase, you'll be so convinced you've met your one true partner, your caretaking instincts will be in overdrive. You may have encountered a situation where an attractive woman at work or in social circles seemed to turn on the charm and flirtatious behavior once a wealthy, powerful, or ultra-successful man entered the scene. That could be an example of this narcissistic seduction tendency at play. Trait 3. Confidence. On the surface, female narcissists can exude an aura of extreme self-confidence. However, this poise doesn't come from a genuine healthy place. It arises from relentlessly putting down others to femininity. A narcissistic woman derives her sense of confidence by convincing herself she is superior to those around her. She constantly belittles accomplishments of family, friends, co-workers to feed her ego. You may have encountered an overly boastful woman who can't seem to let others bask in their own accomplishments or successes without raining on the parade. For example, if a friend shares exciting news about getting into their dream graduate program, the narcissist might respond dismissively with, "That's a decent school, I guess, but obviously not as prestigious as my alma mater." Trait 4. Money. Financial recklessness and a lack of boundaries with spending is a common narcissistic female trait. These women love to flaunt wealth by acquiring the latest flashy luxury items, with no shame or remorse about racking up debt in the process. For them, money is the ultimate display of power, status, and worth. So they have no problem maxing out credit cards to maintain the illusion of opulence. You may have seen reality TV shows depicting seemingly wealthy women who somehow manage to continue funding their over-the-top shopping sprees and lavish lifestyles despite any visible income sources. Those displays could be rooted in this narcissistic relationship with money.
She's a narcissist.
Yeah, she is. She's hurting.
No.
Trait 5. Fidelity. The pattern with narcissistic women in romantic relationships is often compared to the black widow insect. They initially idealize their partner, entrapping them by appearing to have found their soulmate. But inevitably, this flips into completely dismantling and devaluing that same partner over time. The result is a die-to-day-to-die where the woman constantly trades up, always in search of someone she perceives as a higher status mate. Trait 6. Parenting. Narcissistic mothers frequently have a golden child who they favor and fixate on, while neglecting or devaluing their other children. To the narcissist, her offspring are essentially extensions of herself, so their accomplishments or failures are tied to her own self-worth. You may have seen families where one child is clearly the mother's favorite given better treatment, more praise and opportunities. while the other kids are made to feel inadequate, unworthy, and insecure compared to the golden child. Trait 7. Competition. For the female narcissist, everything is a competition in which she must prove her dominance and superiority over other women. Even casual situations become arenas where she needs to outperform, outshine, and conquer her peers to feed her ego and fragile sense of self. As an example, a narcissistic woman might sign up for a friendly 5K race, but then spend the entire time trash-talking the other runners, trying to psych them out. Or she relentlessly throws shade at the PT, a member's organizing a school fundraiser to diminish their efforts. Conclusion. To summarize, now, it's important to reiterate that this discussion is simply to raise awareness around these patterns, not make clinical diagnoses. Both genders can certainly exhibit narcissistic tendencies to varying degrees. The goal is to equip you with the insight to identify these female-specific narcissistic traits so you can better cope with them in your interpersonal relationships.